In a city where celebrity comes and goes, the Hollywood sign has held a starring role for more than 60 years. Perched high above Los Angeles, tourists from all over the world consider it a must-see. And over time, these 9 letters have come to represent LA like nothing else. Since 2001, a state-of-the-art security system has kept both vandals and overeager tourists away from the sign. What many people don't know is that, unlike other famous landmarks, it's actually illegal to get near the sign. Chris Baumgart is the chairman of the Hollywood Sign Trust, the nonprofit group responsible for maintaining the sign.
You can walk across the Golden Gate Bridge, you can walk up to the Eiffel Tower, you can take an elevator to the top of the Empire State Building, but you can't get to the Hollywood sign.
It's protected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are infrared motion detectors plus 15 cameras constantly beaming images via the internet to law enforcement officials.
That has truly reduced the problems we've had at the sign with people coming up to it. Some of them innocently, just they're from out of the country, they're tourists, they thought it would be fun to go to the Hollywood sign, they didn't realize it's against the law.
Another danger? Fires. According to Baumgart, that risk often comes from people.
If you look below us, we're on a sheer cliff, and we've got this dry scrub brush. If you had folks coming up here, somebody dropped a match or a cigarette, this whole hillside could go up in flames and endanger the neighbors that live right below us.
There are numerous signs indicating this is a restricted area. Violators face at minimum a $100 fine and possible jail time for trespassing.
At the top of the Y here, you can see one of the security cameras, and just for example, there's another one over on the end of the D. Both cameras are looking both directly below the sign on this plateau and also down the hillside for watching people come up.
Still, there are those who will try.
In those kinds of cases where they're just innocent tourists, we shoo them away with voice announcements from the various speakers on the 9 letters.
The sign's beginning was not glamorous. In 1923, a real estate company put up the word Hollywoodland to attract attention to its home development on the hill. Then, in the mid-1940s, developers sold the land and the sign to the city of Los Angeles. 5 years later, the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce dropped the last 4 letters, transforming Hollywoodland into the icon we know today. But time and weather took their toll. The letters rusted and even collapsed under their own weight.
So it was constantly falling down, half a letter would be missing, putting it back up. So makeovers were the rule of every year since 1923 when the sign was first built.
In the late 1970s, the original letters, which were made out of tin, were replaced with the current letters that are made out of galvanized steel. Still, the only thing that remains from that original 1923 sign is this piece of wood, part of the foundation for the letter L in Hollywoodland. To raise funds for a new sign, the Chamber of Commerce had an idea: symbolically auction each letter. And it worked. Each sold for a hefty $28,000. Musician Alice Cooper, for example, sponsored one of the O's. The new and improved sign went up in 1978, followed by a minor tuck, as they say, in 1995. I'm Hena Cuevas for Life&Times.